Hello, friends. I'm Eric Hutchinson. I'm the principal broker and owner of Hutchinson Realty. Welcome to video 5 on my video series, How to Buy a Home in Northwest Arkansas. We've talked about a lot of interesting topics, and today is no different. We're working our way through the Arkansas real estate contract, and today we're going to be talking about fixtures and attached equipment. Now, you might think, Eric, I know what stays with the property. I mean, obviously the personal property that's owned by the seller doesn't stay. The furniture, the cars, the tools in the garage, and so forth. But there are a few things that are a little bit gray. For instance, does the refrigerator and the washer and dryer and all the appliances stay with the property? What about the workbench that's sitting in the garage along with the shelving? What about that flat screen TV that's on the wall or in the bedrooms on the wall? Is that attached? Is it not attached? What about the storage building that's in the backyard? What about the swing set and the jungle gym? You see what I mean? There's some things that are a little bit gray. And so we're going to be talking about that and looking at what the Arkansas real estate contract says and what you need to do to ensure that you get exactly what you want. So let's get into the data, shall we? So I have got up on screen page 5 at the very, very bottom is item number 13 that talks about fixtures and attached equipment. Now I know that you can read, but I'm going to read this paragraph. It's not very long, but it tells us exactly what stays with the property. It says, unless specifically excluded herein, all fixtures and attached equipment, if any, are included in the purchase price. Such fixtures and attached equipment shall include but not be limited to the following: dishwasher, disposal, trash compactor, ranges, ovens, water heaters, exhaust fans, heating and air conditioning systems, plumbing and septic systems, electrical system, intercom system, ceiling fans, window air conditioners, carpeting, indoor and outdoor light fixtures, window and door coverings. That's important. Remember that. And related hardware, gas or electric grills, awnings, mailboxes, garage door openers, and remote controls. That's also important to remember. Antennas, fireplace inserts. And after that, there's a comma and there's a large blank for the realtor to write in any other equipment or things that the buyer wants that either looks attached or is attached but isn't included in this list. And then it says, and any items bolted, nailed, screwed, buried, or otherwise attached to the property in a permanent manner. Television, satellite, receiver dish, cable wiring, water softeners, and propane butane tanks also remain if owned by seller. Buyer is aware that the following items are not owned by seller and do not convey with property, and there's another blank. So let me be clear. Anything that's nailed, bolted, screwed, or attached in a permanent manner is supposed to stay with the property. In Arkansas, the refrigerator, the washer and dryer, and most of the time the oven range is not attached. They are not bolted permanently to the wall. You can slide a oven range in and out. All you have to do is unplug it. Same thing with a lot of microwaves that are sitting on the counter. Those are not attached. Now, if it's a microwave that's attached to the cabinets that are attached to the wall or that is above the stove, that's considered attached, and that would automatically stay with the property. But the refrigerator can be removed and unplugged. So things like that are considered personal property. And if you want those, you need to write that in the first blank that you see there, or have your realtor write that in, that you want that to convey with the property. And that's done a lot. And most of the time, the buyer's lender will allow a refrigerator, washer, and dryer. But a lot of times they will not allow other personal items like furniture and that sort of thing put on there. But they usually allow the appliances because those sometimes can be perceived as being attached. Now, what about the workbench and shelving that's in the garage? Again, the key to that is, are they bolted, are they screwed or nailed to the wall in a permanent fashion? If they're just sitting in the garage and you can slide them around and move them, then they do not automatically convey. What about the storage shed in the backyard? Isn't that a permanent fixture, Eric? Well, only if it's attached. If it has a permanent foundation, like a concrete slab, and it's attached to that slab, then yes, it is attached in a permanent manner. But if you can move it from the yard, then it's not attached. Same thing with a jungle gym and swing set. So if you are a buyer and you are wanting one of those items, then you should list it in this blank here to make sure that you get it. What about that flat screen TV? Now I'm entering into a gray area here because some realtors, some buyers think that the TV that's attached to the wall is attached and stays with the property. What if there's a 75-inch TV? I've had other people say, well, it's attached to the brackets, but not attached to the wall. Well, in my opinion, it's a little bit iffy either way. And so if you want that flat screen TV that's attached to the wall, then you need to put it in the contract and put it in the space, knowing that the seller is going to say, oh, well, the buyer wants the TV, so I'll leave it because he's paying above the list price, or he's paying a price that's acceptable to me to include the TV. So anything that you want to make sure that you get with the property, you need to put in the contract. Now, one of the things that has been a little bit debated too is, what about the garage remotes? Now, we know the opener is attached, but what about the remote controls? Well, it clearly states that the remote controls are supposed to go with the house as well. Sometimes the seller loses those and we have to either buy the buyer some new ones, but we should disclose that there's only one remote or there's no remotes. And so those are some things that we talk about whenever we're writing the contract. Just make sure that you've made it really clear to your realtor what you want and what you don't want. If you don't want that swing set or jungle gym or storage shed in the back, or if there's anything that's attached that you don't want, put it in the contract that it be removed. If the seller has disclosed something that they are planning to take with them, a chandelier or a workbench that's bolted to the wall that the man created himself or whatever, then that would go in that second blank down there, that you know that those items do not stay with the property, even though they are attached. So I hope that that's clear. If you're not clear, then please feel free to reach out to me at info@hutchrealty.com, or you can message me from this video. I hope this has been an interesting topic for you and will help you in negotiating your next home and the things that are in your next home. So as always, I hope you're doing well. May God bless you and may God bless your home.